And so good afternoon, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. I am Rulan Mark Long Maraco from Climbs. So thank you so much for joining. And to welcome us all, may I call in our President and CEO, Mr. Noel Rabot.
Thank you, Royland. Magandang hapon po sa lahat, sa ating mga punta direktiba ng clients represented by Father Elmo Manching, to our board of directors and officers, and of course to our strong more than 4,000 cooperative owners of this organization. Magandang pong hapon sa lahat. Thank you for this joining on this info session related on how we can cover the another trigger, or what we call it, an opposite of rainfall, excess rainfall, which is a less rain. No? So ang kooperatiba, when we want to become relevant to this present time, especially how the government also supports our farmers, especially our farmers, and related to food security, climbs already naghanda na rin tayo way back in 2019 on how we can develop a program na pwede nating makover ng insurance ang drought. No? Sa ating mga cooperatives who patronizes sa excess rainfall at saka wind speed, salamat po sa pag-join ninyo, lalo na yung top 5 natin na cooperatives na very supportive on the pilot projects of the excess wind speed and rainfall, no, na yung yung Oro Integrated, yung Paglaom, nandyan si MCCB, and we have also Father doon sa Metro Ormoc Multipurpose Cooperative. Para nalimutan ko na yung isa. Oh, so sorry talaga, no? So with that cooperative, so patronizes for their passion and their dedication for their farmers, joining the pilot, no, sa wind speed at saka rainfall. This one naman, nag-ask na naman tayo ng another brave cooperatives that has that all. I know you have that passion and the support for our farmers, no? Kasi without our farmers motivating them, especially the impact of the El Nino. Sabi pa nga, may joke pa nga na kahit wallet ko na El Nino rin kasi walang natira, no? So parang ganun rin yun, no? Na if we will not be prepared and supports our farmers, and we are happy that for the past 3 years already of our coverage of excess wind speed and rainfall, very challenging, no? Kasi pag may insurance na, at least we already fill up the gap. Pero ito pa rin yung drought na tiningnan natin na how we can cover din, no? So according to the Philippine Information Agency, or the PIA, the Philippines is currently experiencing extreme drought. Meron na kasi Okay. Okay na ba? Sa amin,
Okay na.
okay. Okay na. Do I have to start again, or doon na lang sa kanina na pag-unmute? So, yung Mindanao kasi, ito naman yung hindi masyadong sa satellite data na hindi na-mention ng Pag-asa, but some of the areas in Luzon, especially in Luzon at saka Visayas, ito talaga yung, lalo na sa Luzon, ito talaga yung may expected tayo. We assume that there will be less water, no? Less rain ng 20 to 60%. So, the conditions for the climate-sensitive sector, lalo na sa agriculture, dito sa energy, water, health, and public safety, ito yung mag-lead talaga ng issues on food security. At saka yung very sensitive issues ngayon dito sa Cagayan de Oro about water, no, yung less water. Sabi pa nga nila, hindi lang food crisis ang issue natin ngayon, kasama na rin yung water crisis, because the water that we drink, na potable drinking water, is very expensive nowadays, no? Nagbabayad pa tayo sa mga water district natin or sa mga private natin sa like Maynilad, But at the end of the day, we are still buying a bottled water. Ito talaga yung mga challenges natin dito sa Pilipinas. But how to become relevant in this time, no? So the damages of El Nino right now, they are expecting na even hindi pa talaga ngayon, no, na feel natin, pero we are expecting by the month of June. Ito na yung assuming that it will happen in June. So, but right now, nag-reach na ng damage to agriculture around 1.75 billion in El Nino phenomenon related, no? Lalo na pag mag-intensify ito. Now, ang challenge naman natin sa kooperatiba, how to support our portfolio at risk of this, no? So, if mandate naman natin sa kooperatiba na yung mga members natin, and then lalo na itong may bias tayo sa agriculture, so baka matulungan natin sila to cover this assumed risk by June na merong El Nino. So yung Department of Agriculture said pa nga na that 32,231 hectares of farmlands with at least 29,437 farmers will be displaced of this El Nino. So ito yung expected this June. No? So at least yung insurance natin ng clients na drought, it really na ito for protection to fill up the gap that coverage sa ating mga farmers. And then sabi pa nga that the disruptions can far-reaching consequences, no, affecting the livelihood of farmers and the food security and the economy as a whole. So ito yung damage talaga natin in total. So even our president, Bongbong Marcos, sabi pa nga niya sa kanyang Executive Order number 53 or the reactivation and reconstitution of Task Force El Nino that the recurrence of El Nino phenomenon calls for the implementation of both short and long-term solutions to ensure food, water, and energy security. No? So tayo naman sa movement, let's contribute to this. No? Ipakita rin natin sa kanila na sa government na hindi lang ang purpose ng cooperative, ang purpose ng we have this movement, a global movement, is to support those vulnerables, lalo na itong mga farmers natin, and then meron tayong contribution for that food security. So call me for this action, this call of action this afternoon, together with our esteemed research persons, one from the abroad, no? Then dalawa pala ito. We have from the Ibiza in Switzerland, in Luxembourg. Nandoon pa nga yung tatlo nating vice president nag-join doon sa Luxembourg to finalize really on how we can support our program of drought. So this afternoon, our action is how we can, as a cooperative, on the principle of cooperation among co-ops and part also of our members, how we can support them. So again, welcome sa ating in possession for this afternoon about the drought insurance product of clients. Salamat po at magandang hapon po sa lahat.
Thank you so much, Noel, for that very informative opening remark, at the same time giving us a glimpse of what we are going to discuss this afternoon. So I would like also to acknowledge the presence of our partners, Sir James Leite and Ms. Doreen Asampan, as well as the rest of the top management who are present in this information session. So to proceed, may I call in Doreen to discuss to us the drought product.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I'm calling in from Ibiza. It's morning for me, so good morning. I would like to present to you the drought products that we have developed. So I will just share my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, Doreen.
Great. So I would like to help you to understand how the Droughts product works. And I'm open to any questions. But first, I would just like to note that this is a product that we have developed for this year. And based on your feedback after this year, we might want to revise it and improve it, like we have done with the WPI Excess Rain and Excess Wind. So I would just like to note that what I'm going to present here is only valid for 2024. So here's a quick overview of the product, and I'll go into a bit more detail in a minute. So the intended users of this product are you, the cooperatives. That's whom we have designed it for. Climes has asked us to design it for 26 provinces, which you will see listed in a minute. But if there's interest from any other province on Ibiza's side, that is something we can add. The coverage duration is for the month of June, because Climes has told us that that's a particularly important month. There needs to be enough rain in that month for your members to be able to have a good season. And the crops that are covered are all in principle. It's not designed for a specific crop. We are the data provider, and we obviously this is a drought product, so lack of rain we also like to call it. If there's not enough rain, then there will be a payout, and the premium is 3.5% of the loan amount. So let's say you have 1 million in loan amount, then the premium will be 35,000 pesos. So you are already used to seeing the 3 triggers from the current product. We've tried to keep the structure the same so that we confuse you as little as possible. So the drought product works the same with a yellow trigger, an orange trigger, and a red trigger, with a yellow being the one that's easiest to reach, but also the lowest payout. So it happens more frequently, but it's also a lower payout. It's the same 5% as what we have for the current WPI Excess Rain and Excess Wind product. Then there's an orange trigger of 10% and a red trigger of 20%. That is less likely to happen than the orange one, than the yellow one. So the difference with the current product is then normal for this specific province, or was this less than we expected? And so if it is less, then in this case, we are looking at the province of Isabela. So the red trigger for Isabela is at 55 millimeters. If in the whole month of June, there's less than 55 millimeters of rain, then within the first 10 working days of July, Climes will pay 20% of the sum insured, of the loan amount. If it's less than 75 millimeters, but not up to 55, let's say 60 millimeters or 70 millimeters, then there will be a 10% payout. And if it is somewhere between 75.8 and 111.2, then there will be a 5% payout. So let's look at what that looks like for Isabela. Here we have tested this product for all the years of history that we have. from the data set, and we see in which years it would have triggered. And the idea here is that if you think back or ask the members of your cooperative which year was very dry in Isabela, we expect that they will say, oh, 2020 was the last very dry year. In 2020, there would have been a payout of 5%. You can see that in 2015 also there would have been a trigger, an orange trigger in this case, 10%, and then some that are in 2002 and before. Here you see the trigger values for all the provinces that we have priced so far. With the yellow in the first column, the orange triggers in this middle column, and the red ones in the last column. So if we look at Quirino, there's a yellow trigger for anything less than 143 millimeters of rain, an orange trigger for anything between 111 and 89 millimeters of rain, and a red trigger for anything below 89 millimeters of rain. And then lastly, here are all the back tests, but I will make sure that you get this presentation so that you have a bit more time to look at it yourself. But here you can see for every province, let's say Cebu, how would this product have performed in Cebu? And you see that in Cebu, there would have been a trigger in 2018, 2012, 2004. And you also see all the trigger levels, so the millimeters of rain for each province that have to be reached for the product to trigger here in the last 3 rows. It didn't fit on one page, so here's another slide with the last few provinces. And I think that's all. If there are any questions, I'd be happy. Long, I don't know if you'd like me to take them now or at the end.
Probably it's better. Thank you so much, Doreen, for the presentation. Probably it's better if we continue first with Sir James and then we proceed with the question and answer after the presentation of Sir James.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you,
Sure.
Doreen. Sir James.
Okay, I'll pull up the presentation. So my presentation was presented last June. So if you remember, we have conducted the willingness to pay survey for drought insurance product for all these cooperatives. And we will have a new updated survey that we conduct. It's more robust. So we started last December and we just finished yesterday actually. So we surveyed around 600 farmers. But in essence, the way we see it, there's not so much difference at the farmer level for some information. Just to give you a more background on drought and what's happening on the field, like Doreen already mentioned that drought is slowly onset. It's very different from wind speed and excessive rainfall that when it comes, it already causes damages for drought, especially agriculture drought. It's a slow onset. It would take days for you to have a yield reduction. So just to give everyone as an overview or a background on what we have conducted last year and what we have done now. So we use the climate risk vulnerability assessment to identify the drought risk area. So this is the map of the Philippines, and you can see the red locations are the historical data where you can see which areas are highly vulnerable in drought. This is for a 20-year data. So we use Palmer's dryness severity index to identify the more drought areas. And from this, we prioritize the areas that is more vulnerable to drought for the drought savers because we're doing a drought product and it's highly specialized in some provinces. And to start with that, so we recognize that the farmers really recognize the triple threats, which is excessive rain and excessive wind and drought. So what we have covered so far is the products available now is the excessive rainfall and excessive wind. So we're trying to get information now in the field at the farmer level. So the majority of the farmers we have surveyed says that they experienced drought around January to April of every year. So basically, this is the dry season for a farming community. Let's say rice farmer or a rice community, a rice farming community. So that's the start of the dry season, which they plant in December and they probably harvest around March. So once you experience drought in those critical months, you would see a huge decline in yields. And also, according to them, June is also one of the most vulnerable areas in terms of drought. So why is it so for an agriculture community on agriculture production? So June is the start of the wet season. So it leads to delayed planting and shorter growing season. So if the farmers couldn't plant in June, you would see a delayed season or a delayed planting and you would harvest around November and December. So you have a shorter growing season. It means you have more available or less available rainfall at that time. That would really affect the growth duration of your crops. So here it is highly recommended you plant shorter duration varieties if you'll be experiencing El Nino or drought. So I think that's what Pagasa has been doing now for the interventions for the incoming El Nino. So in the last 23 years, so the farmers, more than half of the farmers we have surveyed experience major drought. So mostly they seen worst case scenarios of drought. So these are the El Nino years. You could see the presentation of the rain. So during the 90s, that is where 1999, 2000, those are the drought years if you remember. So I'm already 37 years old. I think most probably, or you are on that same page that we already experienced during that time. So it reflects from the product. And maize and rice farmers, especially rain-fed farmers, see a huge decline in yields, especially during the dry season. This is because the lack of rainfall during the middle of the season. So it really affects in terms of yield production, especially if the crops are already on the terminal stages or reproductive stage. So sa Tagalog, pag namumulaklak na mga halaman at kung kailan kailangan ng tubig o natutuyuan, doon natin makikita na wala na sila masyadong aanihin pagka-harvest kasi hindi na po napupuno yung grains. So yun po, malinaw? Okay. So to wrap it up a bit, in terms of irrigation problems, so the farmers experience 10 to 14 rainless days. So we call it dry days. So ito yung mga araw na hindi umuulan. So I have mentioned earlier that drought is a slowly onset. For the farmer, they said 10 to 14 days na hindi umulan, tsaka lang sila makaka-experience ng drought or tsaka lang nila ma-experience na meron ng pagbaba sa ani or you would have lower yields. And according to them, of course, meron naman silang irrigation source. So partially, yung irrigation source during the El Nino months talaga, yung tuyong-tuyo na, so it becomes very dry. So the irrigation systems partially help them. This is because yung mga water table or aquifer po natin, especially po sa mga shallow tube wells, ay tuyo na rin. So ganun po ang nangyayari. Although nakatulong siya, pero pag sobrang tuyo na po ng panahon or you already experiencing excessive drought, wala na pong masyadong magagawa po ang ating farmer kasi tuyong-tuyo na po ang lupa. And ngayon po, given the price of the premiums or the available product, farmers express interest to secure a drought insurance to safeguard against drought. So this is through paano ba nila babayaran? This is through credit and loan, co-op annual fee, or baka pwede naman daw magbayad na lang ng hulugan every 4 months. So these are some our initial results from last year and from our survey that we have done, another 600. So this reflects also what's happening on the ground. And we will have a more robust discussion on the last week of April about the willingness to pay on the drought product. So we already had finished the survey and we have quite few things to see on the analysis to give a more proper recommendation at the farmer and cooperative level. So some key recommendations. So alam natin there's already awareness of WPI at the cooperative level, and this also reflects naman that we need further promotion at the community level or farmer level because there's a willingness to pay for premium at that given price. So the problem now is how to promote and scale from co-op level to farmer level that, yeah, we would still do in the coming months. So one of the recommendations that we have done, so this is to diversify the information according to the farmer needs. So we already conducted a farmers training on pests and diseases. We also there tackled the impacts of climate change and what can you do with the recommendations. So, di ba, pero ang sabi ngayon ay magkakaroon tayo ng drought. We already had that recommendations from the one I presented earlier na available sa site. So you can download the crop recommendations. Puntahan nyo yung pula na recommendation. That's the recommendation if you would experience low to medium risk of dryness. And then, of course, we seek support from formal and informal institutions to guide farmers and management strategy. For farmers management strategy here, we plan this year to conduct more trainings, focusing now on organic agriculture and sustainable agriculture. So we will collaborate with other agencies from the DA. So here we can incorporate advisory forecast information on typhoons and El Nino, although it's not yet available in the platform, but Pagasa is really active in giving us warning. That's what we have said earlier, that we would have an El Nino this coming June. And provide training opportunities for transfer of technology to reinforce crop knowledge, as we'll be continuously doing. And lastly is continuously promote weather parametric insurance at the farmer level to safeguard livelihood and climate risk. So I think that's it, just to support what Doreen has presented earlier in terms of the slow onset of drought and how farmers perceive it, and what are we giving them their needs, or this product would really help them or not. So this is what we have done so far.
Thank you so much, Sir James. So thank you, Sir Noel, for providing us the rationale and why Climbs is up to providing us a drought insurance product. Doreen for giving us what the product is, and Sir James for the research behind this product. So our floor now is open for questions. If you have questions, be raise it now.
Ay, pasensya na po, nagtagalog. Di pa ako ganun kagaling mag-Cebuano. Konti pa lang.
Any
Siguro
questions?
para maano lang natin, Plong, yung question,
Yes, sir.
siguro, no? To simplify things, no, na meron tayong added na platform that can determine kung meron dong less water. So meron tayong specific triggers ngayon na present ni Miss Dorian, and also Doc James also is giving us an overview that these things will happen, no? Talagang merong mga ganito mangyayari. So sa insurance natin, if you want to cover drought policy as part of this na product, then specific lang drought policy for 1 month, June 1 to June 30, itong specific period of time. The cost of that is magkano? 3%?
3.5, sir.
3.5%. So, ibig sabihin doon na pag mag-cover kayo ng 100,000 on your portfolio, then up to 20% yung coverage, no? So ito yung ibig sabihin dito sa insurance natin. So just like the WPI, yung Winter Protect insurance natin, because this is part of the Winter Protect insurance that specify on drought, the system, kasi meron tayong dashboard, will determine on that specific period of time na pag mag-trigger sa ating system based on the satellite data, then we will inform you the cooperative na ito nag-trigger. Ito yung payout natin within 10 working days. So ito yung very meat of the product natin na nagbigay tayo ngayon. So those who are interested, meron naman tayong mga sales people, no? And I think kung meron tayong specific na portfolio na we will support our farmers, or portfolio, hindi naman ibig sabihin na farmers portfolio lang, ha. Pwede rin itong sabihin ninyo na gusto naming magpa-cover. We want to join this program kasi co-op naman ang magbayad dito. So if you want to cover and get a part of the pioneering cooperative who will join this product. So kahit mag-signify lang kayo pa 100,000 na loan portfolio ninyo, i-cover only 3,500. Saan nyo kukunin? Pwede rin yun you will set up a calamity fund, o pwede rin siguro you will sponsor i tingnan nyo yung portfolio ninyo sa mga farmers. Pwede nyo i-sponsor sila on this product. So, yan, at least baka tulong rin tayo sa kanila. So, open tayo for enrollment up to the last week of May. Oo, for the last week of May. So, we are encouraging our co-op leaders, our CEOs and board of directors and management na by invoking our cooperative passion on as co-op to become relevant in this present time. Please join in this movement on ensuring our farmers through our drought policy insurance. So hindi 1 year ang coverage ha, 1 month only. Yan. Anybody can ask questions.
Thank you so much, Sir Noel.
So I may add, so you remember that last week of May, that's when rice farmers will start to do their seedlings. So you can already assess if they are willing now to plant or not. So I think that's the time you can think it over during that week, because usually here in the Philippines, especially on more abundant rainfall areas in Mindanao, you would already see, I think if most of you are farmers, rice farmers, you would already see that farmers will start their seedlings or seed bedding during the last week of May. So that may help you decide if the farmers, majority of your portfolio did not plant. So that's the thing that you would like to really think about if you want to insure for the drought product. So that's my added information on that.
Thank you, Doc James.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
good afternoon, sir. Ay hapon.
Good afternoon.
Sa buhol ni sir, kung hinumdum mo sir, sa mga
Oh, yes. Oo, sa mga yun. So, oo.
kami, ako, considering nga ako may usa sa naghangyo niya ni nga ma-proceed ni, can I speak Bisayan, sir?
Yes. Pwede
Yes.
kayo. Oo,
Kay
oo.
Bisaya may kasabot mo na Sir Mark Bisaya. Wala na siya
Oo.
mag-translate.
Yes,
Aha.
sir.
Ako lang kuan ba? Kanang usa ka bulan ba nga kanang insurance coverage na to, di ba alanganin na sir kay kasagaran man ko ang ato ang humay mo kuan maginagikas pagtanong mo abot man nag mga duha nya usay gani mo kapin sa mohapit mo tulo ka bulan. So di ba na siya alanganin kanang usa ka bulan, di ba na mahimong duhaon? Mo na ako ang pangutana sir. Salamat sir.
Sige, thank you kay sir, no? Sir Eufemio, sa Carmen Bohol. Anybody would like to translate it in English, Doc James? Kay Dorian, Miss Dorian, or Plum?
Yes, sir. So, Doreen, Sir Eufemio from Carmen Samanayon MPC is asking if we could extend the coverage instead of having it in June only, extending it to 2 or 3 months, if that is possible, Doreen.
Yes, if that is what you all prefer, that is possible. What we typically do with droughts is to then divide it into 1 month periods. So there could be a trigger for June, then a trigger for July, and also a trigger for August. So that is possible. If we want to keep the premium the same, then that means that the sum insured is going to be cut into 3 months. So if we have a loan of, let's say, 900,000, then the first month 300,000 will be insured, the second month 300,000 will be insured, and the third month 300,000 will be insured. That's the first option. Or if we say we want the whole 900 to be insured over the full 3 months, then we have to increase the premium. But it's possible, yes.
Thank you, Doreen.
So
Sir
maybe if
Eufemio? Sorry.
could I just return that question? Would you say that drought is also a big problem in July and August?
Sir James, any thoughts? If drought is still a problem in July, August?
Siguro we can go to sa Bangnayon, no?
I think
Sir.
farmer experience. So we have to
Okay.
ask the farmer experience.
Okay. Sir, sa atin diha ba sa tuwa sa Bohol, mawingon ta nga July and August, naka-experience ba gyud ta og less water din ha? Drought?
Yes sir, yes sir. Naka-experience na niya kay mo gani na hinungdan nga ang uban dili gyud makaani. Kay usually ang
Okay.
tingtanom is June. So pag
Mm.
human og tanom, magsugod na sa na siyang init hangtod nga di gid sila kaani. So that would be June, July o na uban maabot og August. So mo na siya kasagaran sa mong experience po diri sa Bohol. Thank you sir.
Okay, thank you, kay sir. So yes, Lorien, no, they experienced that one also, and I think that's this is a good info session because we can part of the decision or the design of the product, no. Kaya meron tayong mga ganito na info session. Lorien, you want to add on something?
So during this is rain-fed areas, so basically they have no access to irrigation. So that's why it's really critical for that location in Carmen Bohol because I went there many times and we did the survey. So that's for their case. I'm not sure for other locations.
Great. The province of Bohol, you say, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. That's very useful feedback.
More questions?
Hello, good afternoon po.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes po, from Kamiling Tarlac po kami. Hindi, yung tatanong ko po is hindi po siya drought kasi nagpaplano po kami regarding magpa-insure din po kami ng loan. Pero during rainy season po sana.
Mm.
Magiging bagong client po sana kami ni Climbs. Kung paano po yung, halimbawa magpa-insure kami ngayon is until parang na-present na rin po sa amin is until September na lang po yung validity. Ganon po ba?
Yes po. Yes po, ma'am. If you are referring to our existing product and weather product insurance, the excess rainfall and wind speed, yes, the coverage will be until September. And it will again renew starting October 1 until September of next year. ma'am.
I-renew po ulit namin.
Yes po.
Okay po. Kasi during the month of June to August is alam naman natin September mga ano na yan, tag-ulan na. Kaya gusto po sana naming magpa-insure. Subukan po namin si clients.
Okay po. Thank you, ma'am.
So thank you,
So
ma'am.
also just- Sige, sir.
Ayun, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead of James.
So yeah, thank you, ma'am. So I know the area of Kamiling Tarlac. So I've worked there in 2011. So in Mayantok. So yeah, I know the topography and climate. So yeah, it is good. I know that during September or October you have a problem on excessive rainfall, usually typhoon kasi mabaha
Yes.
dyan. Pero ma'am, ngayon pong June, ano bang balak niyo pong tanim? More on patatas, kamote po ba or
Palay po siya.
palay? So ayun. So ngayon po for drought, ang available lang po for June, kaya ang mako-cover lang ay yung delayed planting. So kumbaga sa agriculture natin, delayed planting yun. Di ba karaniwan nagtatanim na dyan ng June, may tanim na. So ang co-cover lang po ang June. Kasi pag July naman, ang implication naman po niya, baka mas maulan na sa Tarlac kasi magsa-start na yan eh. July,
Kaya
August.
i-apply po namin is for tag-ulan.
Okay.
And then may form na po ako dito, fill upan. Pag halimbawang i-fill up, and then okay na yung application form namin. Paano po kami magbabayad?
Okay,
Sure,
we have
let's
sales from this is 3B, 3A, Luzon sales people, Patulong. We have
We will communicate with you. We will communicate with you, ma'am. Thank you for that. No,
Yes,
your
ma'am.
interest for
Yes,
joining
po.
that policy, ma'am. Rest
Okay,
assured
sige.
po, after this meeting, may mag-contact sa iyo, ma'am.
Mayroon po si Ma'am Mendy.
Ayun, ma'am. Yes po.
Yan, si Mendy.
So they have a big agriculture portfolio. They plant sweet potato, corn, and rice.
Okay po. Para masubukan din naman natin kasi alam naman natin yung panahon nag-iiba na.
Oo.
Kailangan
Oo
talaga
nga.
natin si insurance. Kaya baka sakaling si insurance din yung makakasagot ng mga problema natin.
Nade-delay lagi dyan sa Tarlac ang planting. Saka
Kaya nga,
mga
ang ulan yung, kasi si Kamiling is nasa low-lying area po kami, bahain po talaga kami.
Mm.
Kaya kailangan
Okay, ma'am.
namin magpa-insure kay Climbs.
Salamat,
Very
salamat Ma'am Iya. I-assure ka namin ma'am yung sa atin maganda rin yung mga programs. Saka marami na rin tayong nabayaran, no? Pero hindi naman na nag-pray tayo na marami tayong bayaran. Pero the beauty for that is our intention to protect no, our portfolio
Yes.
for that. Lalo na.
Yun po talaga.
Sige po Ma'am
Okay.
Iya. Si Mendy na ang bahala sa iyo ma'am. And thank you for your interest po.
Okay, sige. Thank you po.
At po.
Meron
And
tayo
also,
dito
I
sa
want,
chat book.
ay,
Sige.
chat box. Yes, sir. Thank you. So, chat box. Okay. So, this is additional premium to the current WPF the COP wishes to apply. Yes po, this is additional premium covering, for now, it's 1 month, June, or if you wish to extend this, we will cover 1, 2, or 3 months. So, to answer this question, yes, this is an additional premium. .5% of the loan portfolio submitted for drought insurance coverage. In that case, granting it is submitted along with the WPI insurance, which is 7.8, then it has to be 11.3 of the same portfolio submitted for coverage. Please confirm if it is correct. Yes, sir. Opo. This is on top of the 7.8 percent premium of our Weather Protect insurance product. So the 3.5 is for the drought insurance po. More questions? And also to add, today is very timely because Pag-asa just declared the start of the dry season. So summer officially starts today. Very timely. Today is our drought info session. So it's timely for our co-op to really decide if we will avail. We will try to avail of this drought insurance product. Any more questions from our sales people?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Sir Paps.
Yes, sir. Actually, the 3.5% is for 1 month and first discussion. But if we extend it up to 3 months, is it still 3.5 for the 3 months period or 3.5 per month?
Who wants to answer that? Doreen?
So yes, the way the product is currently designed, it's only a 1 month cover. So yes, for now it's 3.5% for the month of June. If we do decide to change it for a 3 month cover, we can design it as you wish. So if you would prefer for the full loan portfolio to be insured every month, then we will have to increase the premium. But if you say we are going to divide the loan amount into the number of months that I want to insure, then we can keep the premium the same. So I think that's also a good topic to get your feedback on. Would you prefer to, let's say you have again a loan of 900,000, would you prefer for the full 900,000 to be insured every month? So that if there's a payout of 10%, let's say, the payout will be 10% of 900,000 in the first month. And then if there happens to be a trigger again in the second month, again, it's 10% of the 900,000. And this is unlikely to happen 3 months in a row, but let's say it would. If again in the third month there is a trigger, again you would get 10% of 900,000. Or in that case, we have to increase the premium. That's not possible. Clients will go bankrupt, unfortunately, if we do it that way. But if you say we are just going to divide the 900,000 among the 3 months. So the first month, there's 300,000 insured. If there's a 10% an orange trigger, that will be 10% of 300,000, not of the 900,000. Then we can keep the premium the same. Sorry, it's a bit of a technical story, but I hope that makes sense.
Thank you.
Maybe Plog, no, Miss Dorian,
Yes,
we
sir.
can come up with a simple illustrations for us to know, and then we can give it back also to the team and also with the co-op. So maybe that is workable, no? Kasi I think the 1 month is too short, really. So as long as we have the illustration, Miss Dorian, and then we can discuss how we can change some of the features of the product.
Sure, yes, we can do that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Renewal. Thank
Okay.
you, Doreen. So I have a special question sent to my messenger. So if we are going to use the same dashboard for this, Doreen, it's a yes, right? We'll still be using our dashboard for this one.
Yes, because this is a pilot, it is unlikely that this year already the platform would be adapted, but we will make sure that after the coverage period, you will get an overview of how much rain fell in your province this year. So this year you cannot see it live on the platform, but you'll receive the information after the coverage period ends. So in the second week of July or so. Next year it will be on the platform because by then we will have your feedback, and we can do it right immediately. So this year is still a bit manual. Next year it will be on the same platform that we have today.
Thank you so much, Doreen.
Clarification, sir.
Yes, Paul.
Actually, the first year of our implementation of the WPI, we have some pilot provinces. For this one, now that we are also involving or including drought as one of the coverage, are we still targeting some provinces for piloting, or is this implementable the whole of the Philippines?
Hi, Doreen.
Well, yes, I can answer what we have done so far. So far, Climes has asked us to price this for 26 provinces. Those are the ones that I showed earlier in the presentation. But technically, from our side, there's no reason why we couldn't price this for every province within the Philippines. So if that is what Climes decides, that they want to avail it to every province this year, then from Ibiza's side that is absolutely possible.
Okay, Doreen. So, Sir Pops, we have priority provinces for this one.
26,
as-
26
yeah,
provinces.
the 26
okay.
provinces as pilot for this year, Sir Pops. But if other co-ops are interested to insure their provinces, then we can ask Ibiza the price for that. Another question, is it a prerequisite to avail excess rain and wind before we can avail drought coverage? Sir Noel?
I think that is a standalone product. So no need for a requirement of the excess wind speed at sky rainfall. That's another policy approved by the Insurance Commission. So you can avail the single drought product.
Yes, Sir Noel. Another question? So in the point of discussion, let us not lose sight how much is the price of the Philippine crop insurance. It may be better to consider the way PCIC paid the damage of drought so that we can set the tone of advantages in our product, or else it has to be construed as additional cost, considering the fact that DA through the LGU requiring farmers to enroll with PCIC.
Okay. Basically, we cannot compete with the PCIC because it's a government control corporation with a budget, huge budget by the Congress to help support the farmers. However, the product of PCIC is indemnity. So indemnity means before we pay, we have to measure first the losses. This one is the presumptive one that we assume that by lack of water or lack of or excess rainfall and wind speed, then the contract of insurance is based on that particular values that we insure to them and with corresponding payout. That's why we will not look to the ground how much damage or before we will pay, no? So it's difficult to compare apples to if not apples, no? So kaya we have to be familiar on that. PCIC has its own mandate. In fact, the price of PCIC is free. Maraming sponsored na insurance. The question there is, they don't have the parametric insurance as of now, which we have in clients.
Yes, Sir Noel. Sir James, do you have anything to add about PCIC?
Yeah, I think Sir Noel already explained it plainly. So it's indemnity based and this is parametric. So, but for this case, we'll be using the whole month. Okay. And that's me.
Thank you so much. Any other questions?
So lastly, no, I would like to appeal for our co-op leaders. Please help us to support this product. Any amount will do. The premium is for me, the premium is still good, no? Considering the modest purpose of this product and as a cooperative. Sometimes when you look at the price, it's more than the price that we are giving, no, on the protection of our members. So thank you for all of us here who joined this Zoom meeting, this info session of Drought. And we will expect you that you will be one of those pioneers who patronized this product.
Yeah, just to add information, the triggers that set was the rain, let's say the 55 millimeter rainfall for the whole month. So if you would consider that happening in real time, so you would already see the soil cracking. The 55 millimeter rainfall is really low because the average rainfall is you need to have 55 millimeters of rainfall for 5 days to start the season para lang mag-start na mag-araro yung mga farmer. But if you have that 55 millimeters for the whole month, wala, crack na talaga yung lupa niyan. So the triggers you would really see the 55 millimeter a very significant change in terms of soil moisture. So 55 millimeter rainfall, wala na, tuyo na yung lupa niyan. So yun lang yung ibig sabihin nun pag may trigger na ganun. So yun lang, baka mamaya na imagine nyo yung 55, ano ba nangyayari pag 55 millimeters na rainfall, yung red. Ano ba nangyayari sa farmer ng field? Magkakrak na yung lupa niyan kasi 55 millimeters, 55 liters lang ng tubig yan per square meter for the whole month. So kulang na kulang talaga yan para mabuhay na maayos yung halaman. Especially rice.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's so important to get insured for droughts because we have actually seen this in the past. In 1995, it was that dry, so it can happen again. Of course, we pray it doesn't happen, but it can.
So that's El Nino year, Doreen, for the Philippines, the
Yeah.
1999-95.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Doreen, Sir James, Sir Noel. So if there's no more questions, then Ma'am Art, can we have a group photo? Kaya ba? Ma'am
Ang
Arlene?
dami.
Yes, sir.
Ang dami.
Ilan sila?
Okay,
We have 3 slides.
3 slides.